Alright, today we have another challenge lock, The Dentist, which comes in a Schley Everest format. Now, I'd never picked a Schley Everest before, so I've been looking forward to receiving this one that Panda Frog sent my direction. Panda Frog did not make it. I'm not entirely sure who made it, actually. It didn't come with those details. I'll have to chase that up. But the Everest has this little check pin, here, that when you stick a pin down, a flag down, you can, it's hard to do while I'm upside down. There we go. Maybe you can see we're bumping into it. It wiggles around a bit. So that has to be lifted up as well. And then it's just normal pins. So that's the only special trick to the Everest, is that check pin at the end. Otherwise, they're just a normal sort of Schley lock. This one's got a pretty nice open keyway. So I'm going to use the multi-pick half diamond. Fits quite nicely down that warding to lift that check pin. I'm going to use my 0.4mm deforest diamond. The normal fatter deforest diamond does fit amongst that warding, but because I'm going on a bit of an angle, use the thinner one, make that a bit easier. And a nice fat multi-pick number 14 bar. Use counterclockwise tension and see how we go. I haven't picked this yet, just played with that check pin a little bit, so I don't know if it binds first or last. Pin 1 might be a zero lift. There's just a little jiggle there, but it doesn't. I think that might be a zero lift up front. Tiny tap on 2. 3. Two, 3. Good click out of that pin near the back. I don't know if that was 4 or 5. Honestly, I don't always keep perfect track. Just how I feel. Is that front one? No, I'm pretty confident that front one's good. Alright, oh, a little bit of a false set there, having just pushed on 2 a bunch. Let's see, what do our other pins feel like? They feel set. That one's still got a little jiggle. Let's see if that means it's time for this check pin. Just shove that down. Do I feel it? Oh, yeah. There we go. And that is it. Open. Now, it feels like I've just hit on the cam. Yep. So, 90 degrees. Beautiful. That was not too difficult. Yeah, definitely zero lift on number 1. If you did not identify that, would be a bit of a problem. We've got a key, so let's use that. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't touch that. And then a pretty reasonably flat bitting for the other 4 pins. It's nice thick metal on this, so it's probably not too weak being the file that low. And here you can see that bit for the check pin. Let's just make sure that works nicely, which it does. So you can see that check pin there out, it goes all the way up, and then with the key all the way in, it pulls all the way down there and it can turn. So that's how a Schley Everest works, if you've not seen one before. I knew of them, but this is the first time I've actually seen one. That's cool for it to be a challenge log too. It makes it a bit more interesting. Alright, screw off the back, tailpiece, key in, turn 45, get a shim. Oh, it's slid in beautifully. The shims don't always slide in nicely. Where have my plug followers gone? Yep, that'll work like that quite nicely. Through we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins. Tweezers out. All right. Oh yeah. Oh. It's a master wafer on 2. Unexpected. Three. Oop, up my light. 4, 5, and 6. Oh, check pin. I forgot there's a check pin. Alright, well, that's what a Schley Everest check pin looks like. You can see this nub sticks out into the keyway. That's the tiny spring for it. Where'd that come? That comes out of the bottom of the plug. Makes sense. Alright. Core mods, looks like no. 6, no, can't feel or see anything there. Okay, so most of these key pins are standard. No mod's done to that check pin either, which honestly makes sense. Pin 1's quite nice. Possibly a little fragile, but very nice looking. Now, drivers. What do we got? 1, standard, makes sense. The whole deal there is to try and get you to overset it. 2, also standard. That felt like standard when I picked it. 3, we've got a nice spool. Oops, pick the spring up. 4, another nice spool. 5, another nice spool with a little bit of a serration in it. And a different spring. And then 6 is another spool. So lots of spools. Alright, just arrange those a bit nicer. No Bible mods either by the look of that, which to be expected. Weren't any core mods. Pretty rare that you get Bible mods if there are no core mods. And here is a close-up. So see this really nice pin work here on 1. It looks like that might be pin and pin, but it's not. It also does possibly look like it's been bent maybe a tiny bit from tension. Or it's just been spun not true, I think, actually. I think that's okay. So standard, I don't really know why there's a master wafer in here. Maybe they're just being nice to you going under that 0. I don't think we touched that. I felt one long smooth snap, but because I used the key, we'll never really know. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 spools. This one's a little fatter in the middle. Got like a mini serration sort of in that by the look of it. It's probably not really intentional, but it's there. So there we go. The Dentist. Made out of a Schley Everest. Not 100% sure who the maker was. AA stamped in the key. Yeah, that was fun.